Warning, the following stunts are done by trained professionals. Actually, we're not trained. Robbie is just a dumbass and decided to do a drunken fantasy football podcast. The thoughts, opinions, and takes are ours and ours only. It is not our fault if you lose in fantasy football or sports gambling. Viewer discretion is advised.
What is good, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the one and only Rumboyz Fantasy Network. It's your boy Rumboyz Robbie, and this is my trusty co-host. Iron Mateys, drop the mic. FF is in the building. What is good, bro?
What it do? It's Friday night. Let's get it rolling.
Let's go. We are going to dive right into the show, but before we do, make sure that you guys head on over to Shop GLD. Get your GLD just like me. You can represent your favorite sports teams from every single sport. Every league, any team imaginable, you can ice yourself out. All right? Head on over to Shop GLD and also check out some of the other products. They got some fire. Like, I was over there looking and I was like, oh shit, I think I just found an anniversary gift for the wifey. So, hey, check out. We got a lot of stuff over there. Mike, what did you just see in the game? You're on mute.
Hola. I'm back.
What? I just saw you look up at the TV. Grrr.
Yeah, I did just look up at the TV.
Aiden, I fixed the chair last night. The wheel just pops back in, but you just gotta like get it in the hole.
Pause.
Mad pause. Who's ready for football?
Duh.
Always ready. All right. We are going to dive right into the show. Last night, Thursday night football recap. We're going to dive right into it. The Packers are 2-0. Washington's 1-1. Which side do we want to start on, Mike? Do we want to start on – I have some questions that I want to shoot towards you about the Packers. I got some questions I want to shoot towards you about Washington. Pick a team.
You dictate.
Let's start Packers first.
Yeah.
It's a shame that Taco's not here because this first question stems off of one of his early season takes. If you go back to the Dark Horse episode, which was I believe that was 2 episodes ago.
Yeah, me and him both said it. Yeah. 2.
3. 2.
3.
3, because we didn't have an episode last week.
Yeah.
So about 3 episodes ago, we had our Dark Horse episode before the season kicked off. Laid out all of our predictions. MVP. Both you and Taco have picked Jordan Love. What are our thoughts? How is our confidence feeling throughout just 2 weeks of football? We haven't seen.
Yeah, I picked them. They were my dark horse to go all the way. He picked them as his dark horse to win the MVP. But here's the thing. That was before the trade. The trade, I understand we're talking about Jordan Love, but I think just the only reason I want to bring up the trade about Micah real quick is just having that persona in the locker room gives Jordan more confidence with the ball. That's all I'm saying on that front.
More time.
And all that. Yes, I think it's for real, partly because we all know that the voters always give credit to a team that is winning for MVP as well. So that is also why I do give Jordan Love the leg up on that right now. Yes, the season's freaking early, like me and you talked about off camera before we came on. It's only 2 weeks in. It's literally not even 2 weeks in for the rest of the league. But it's 2 weeks in. It's 2 weeks in for him. So I'm not like, last night and this morning, last night on the post game on Amazon, they were saying, oh, could this be It's too early for all that talk.
It feels, for us to have the conversation for the style of show that we are, it feels very Colin Cowardish.
But I am going to say this. As of right now, I agree with Whitworth on Amazon last night, and he said they're trending towards a great team, not a good team.
They are definitely trending towards a great team. With that, I have no problems definitely agreeing, with that sentiment. 2 weeks through football, fairly, healthy. I mean, of course, we're going to talk about the injury report across the league in a moment. But, as long as this team is healthy, this team is going to be an absolute fucking wagon. What is great and where I still not going to say MVP for Jordan Love just because if we're just going to go off of 2 weeks of football and the rest of the league hasn't played a game yet, I'm still looking at what Josh Allen did last week. Holy fuck.
Huh?
I'm enamored by that. And I'm still floored by that.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
I'm still enamored by even what his opponent in that game, Lamar, did in that game. I'm still enamored by MVP's usually a quarterback award, but
okay, so I know I'm not trying to interrupt you, but I want to bring this up because this does matter about Green Bay. So they just played Washington. More to talk about your team in a minute. The week 1 they played Detroit, who is a good team. Week 3 they do play the Brownies. Okay, so after week 3, when they go and play the Brownies at the Brownies, I know you're going to poo-poo on this team, but I am not poo-pooing on this team. They play the Cowboys week 4. Then they play the Bengals, who me and you both are still decently high on. Then they play the Cardinals. Then the Packers. Then the Steelers. Then in November 2nd, then they have a bye. Then they play them. Then they play the Panthers. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They could be 7-1.
They could very well be 7-1. They could very well be 7-1. The schedule definitely works in their favor. I mean, but also, you talk about it. That trade, clearly it's obvious already who's winning that trade.
Well, and the other thing about the trade, since we're talking about Parsons now, we're just talking about the trade, we both know that he was a beast week 1 and a beast week 2, correct?
Yes, correct.
So
cheers to me, cheers to you, all the Rumboyz and girls.
Here's what's crazy about that, Robbie.
Got that drink in my cup.
Here's what's crazy about him being beastly week 1 and beastly week 2. Penei Sewell and Laremy Tunsil, all pros. Wait till he goes against not all pro elite talent.
Majority of his rushes were on Conley Jr.'s side, but yes,
but like he could go. And wait till he goes against teams that don't have
exactly.
Like he did go against the other side, but that was because they had Tunsil. Wait until there's teams that don't have either one. Yeah, we are not saying that.
We never said that. Don't do that. Don't be putting words in our mouth now.
Hey,
pause.
And the other reason, where did Kenny Clark go to college? You'll never hear me talk shit about Kenny Clark. He's a UCLA Bruin. So you'll never hear me talk shit.
Like I said, I want to just definitely compartmentalize for everyone is just that September football is drastically fucking different than.
That's the only reason I don't like having only 3 preseason games because of that.
That's the reason. That's one reason why I don't like having the 3 preseason games. I have a whole. That's a grievance for a whole different segment.
Hands down.
Back to the original preseason games, especially if we're going to talk about expanding the season by an extra week. That's neither here or there. yes, during these first couple of weeks in September, it is basically, in a way, kind of like preseason for a lot of teams. Like us as fans on the inside, we're happy that we are just sitting back and we are enjoying football and it's back. For the players on the field, there's so much inner workings that are taking place on that field, on that grass chessboard, that turf chessboard, between chemistry and timing. And, let's be honest, none of these coaches yet have even begun to get fully the fuck in their bag. This is a lot of these guys at full game speed, their first time getting full 4 fucking quarters at full speed together. So, week 1, you're gonna get a Chiefs team that's gonna not look like the Chiefs.
Well, okay. Give me 30 seconds to say one thing.
Hold on. No. If that's not that is not slight. That is not a bad
No.
thing.
I'm agreeing with you.
Yeah, but you're going to get these things. I don't think we've seen that. I hate to take the DBZ reference here.
The what?
This isn't even my final form. I don't think that we've seen the final form of Green Bay, and I don't think that we've seen the final form of Washington. Both those teams last night on a short week, for what it was, that was a decent game. That was a good game.
So
it could have been better. I would have preferred that matchup later in the season.
So let's talk about it. No, let's talk about it because I brought it up. You brought it up before camera, and you were like, "Oh, I'm going to say this." You were saying, "What's the mindset and thoughts about Washington?"
Yeah, well, Okay, so my question to you, or the way I was going to kind of frame it. Washington is 1-1 now. Packers, 2-0. So everything is unicorn and rainbows, up in Wisconsin right now. In our nation's capital, you got Washington 1-1. Is it time to hit the panic button if you're in DC?
Absolutely not. Here's my point. It's 2 weeks into it, right? Here's their upcoming schedule. Let's see real quick. I'm just going to bring this up just for shits and giggles, and then we'll go from there. Raiders, Falcons, Chargers, Bears, Cowboys, and I'm leaving it at that for a second.
Mm.
But here's my point. No, they went against a team that is legit contenders. They didn't go against a scrub. They put up a fight. Yes, the score didn't dictate how. I mean, there was top parts of the game that I'm like, okay, the score should be further apart. But Jaden put up a fight. The team put up a fight. Kingsbury didn't.
Everyone put up a fight, but Matt Gay. Let's just exclude him out of that.
Yes, because I have him in 3 leagues. Three. And in one of them, you get negative for how long it is. So if it's a 3-pointer, you get -3. If it's a 4-pointer, you get -4. In one league, he got me 4 points, and in one league, he got me -3.5. So minus him out of it, people, there was a couple fouls on the PI that I was like, come on, you couldn't, whatever. But overall, I'm not worried about it. I will say this. I am worried about one thing. Not to poo-poo on anything.
Terry?
Huh?
No. Terry?
No, because Terry, I think that's going to get worked out.
Yeah.
I know you got Bill, but losing Eckler and having only Bill and Chris Rodriguez, and now Chris Rodriguez was a healthy scratch, but now only having Jeremy McNichol, Bill, and now Chris Rodriguez. If I were you, I wouldn't have traded Brian Robinson Jr. And
I don't want him back right now.
And I think that's gonna ruin. I think that's the thing that could ruin his ugly head. I will say this: for as much as me and you were Ben Sinnott fans going into last year, right? We can agree. But you, even as a Washington,
Mhm.
you were high on Senate. Boy, Zach Ertz, baby. The Crypt Keeper is back.
It's like he doesn't age. It's kind of
No,
weird for a
it's
tight end.
kinda
For a
weird.
tight end, it's like you keep going. Sit down. You don't have to do this to
It was
your
like those
body.
couple
he
years
just loves
where-
ball. Dude, he
Well, it's
just
kind-
loves football.
It was kind of those kind of years where like Jimmy Graham like kind of went off for a couple of years because of injuries or whatever, and then when he came back, it was like, wait, Jimmy Graham never stopped.
Dude, yeah, exactly. No, Zach Ertz is definitely rosterable, definitely startable, in all fantasy formats. I do agree with the Austin Eckler take. Look, last night, I am not trying to turn this into a trash the NFL segment, but it has to be said.
What?
This is the issue with Thursday night football. There
I'm
was
not gonna
injuries
disagree with
on both sides that were serious, detrimental injuries.
So
It
the
seems
Eckler one-
ironic. It just seems mighty ironic the amount of injuries that take place on short weeks.
So the Eckler one, I 100% are on your side. I disagree. I'm not saying you're saying this, but the Wise one had, in my opinion, had nothing to do with the short week because it was just late in the pile. Guy fell on his leg. But
yeah,
the Eckler one, I'm 100% on your side, and there was a Green Bay one who's kind of the same way that I agree with you.
or not Dobbs. Reed.
Oh yeah,
Reed went out.
Reed
Reed
broke his
also went out.
collarbone at the end of it,
Like,
or not.
your
the end of it.
body's not able to fully fucking heal.
And
You're-
Alvin Kamara said that when they first went to 17 games.
It's just it's so taxing on the body. Someone needs to advocate for the athlete here. I am the biggest football fanatic on the planet.
We both would take football 7 days a week if we could, but it's not
Exactly.
feasible.
It's not feasible. I get that the NFL is not going to take away Thursday night football. I get that we have long forgone that, especially because of how much money is involved with it.
You know what I would almost do?
But there has to be a better way.
You know what I would almost do?
Hmm.
Not start. I have a perfect scenario and you'll agree with it. I can get you on board for Thursday night football right away. What happens when a team plays on Thursday night football? How many days off do they have?
Like 10.
Right? Don't start Thursday night football yet. Start it week 5, right? And have 2 teams that were on a bye do Thursday night football.
Exactly. Set it off. And then from there,
it's always 2 teams. It's always 2 teams that had a bye, so they have a week and a half. Boom,
yeah.
and then they have extra days.
And then you can in this prime time. So now you can even international. You have to make it the early window for a reason. So never mind. I was about to say you can eat, but yeah, no, like that's. See, I would be on board for that.
And then you can make a Mexico game easily a Thursday night game and get both in.
Robbie keeps saying that even on Wednesday. Yeah, bro. Like I don't. Like I said, it's a foregone conclusion of getting rid of Thursday night football, but we do at a certain point need to start thinking about a more strategic way. So that way, remove fantasy football out of it. Remove betting out of it. You as a business should want your best players out there to put on the best product possible.
But that was the question I was going to ask you. Does the NFL really care because it makes them more money? Because look how much money they're getting from Amazon. Because what they do is they leave it up to a bidding war, and then Amazon, or like let's just say in 10 years it's Netflix and not Amazon. But I'm just saying every time they do the TV rights and they put these island games on, as like, hey, you're bidding on Monday night or you're bidding on Thursday night you're bidding on Sunday Night Football, you're going to get a bidding war. The league is going to go for the biggest one, which means, guess what? You're going to want that. And if you can literally, let's be real, Robbie. If high school football wasn't as big of a deal as it is in the country of the United States of America, there would be a Friday night game on a different streaming platform right now.
Nope, but the NFL does that intentionally because the NFL wants you to watch the development because that's how they get to the storyline. So they want college.
No, they should.
No,
but they should do that. They're doing doing something right. There's a reason they only play Saturday games after college is over.
Exactly. Like I said, I mean, I'm not to each his own. I understand the money aspect of it, but we also need to think about the player safety aspect of it.
Yep,
as for Washington, like hitting the panic button, no. Open up the playbook a little bit more. Let's get team chemistry down. It looked like last night that was kind of really one of the main focuses was trying to get chemistry down. It looked like Cliff was trying to figure out how to work with all of the pieces that he has. It looked
question?
I think I might answer your question by the next day.
No, do your take, and then if you don't answer it, I'll ask.
I think that Cliff is dealing with a similar situation of what many fantasy football managers deal with. It's the who to play and who to start thing. It's how do I move all these weapons? What do I do with? How do I make all of these pieces work together? And I only have one fucking football. And I think it's overwhelming because I don't think that he's had to deal with that since basically college. The Arizona rosters weren't great.
Not when he was there.
No,
they didn't have Marvin yet.
No, he didn't have to worry about it. I think that it's having a GM that actually knows how to go and get the talent. And I think that was also part of Cliff's problem before. It was, how the fuck, what do I do? And I think that he's dealing with that, and he needs to figure it out sooner rather than later.
What are your opinions on the Debo-Terry dynamic directly?
I think that we are putting a super emphasis on getting Debo the ball because I think that Cliff, kind of going back into what I was just saying.
Yeah, that's why
I have my shiny brand new toy, and I've never been able to have someone that can be a hybrid receiver running back. So now I get these jet sweep type combos. So I think that he's hyper fixated on trying to do those things and trying to be fancy versus just the goal ball was not thrown last night.
So I think you're right, but I think you're right for the wrong reasons that you're saying. You know why I think you're right, and that's what he's trying to do. You know why I think that's why? He knows that Debo's the bigger diva. And if he doesn't, he's going to throw more of a fit than Terry.
Having met both of those gentlemen, I don't think that Debo's necessarily the bigger diva. Even when Debo was in San Fran, I always felt that
But he was more outspoken than Terry ever was.
Outspoken or just honest?
Debo's going to be more likely to go to the media or in a media scrum and say, "Give me the goddamn ball," than Terry.
I feel like I could agree with you a little bit. I don't think that it'd be in those words. I don't think
but I could see him saying something to that extent more than Terry. But you also know that between those two guys, I love Terry. Like if I had to say one was my guy, I'm saying Terry all day long.
Yeah, I could see, honestly, it being Terry in that situation, being especially if the trend were to continue, I could see Terry being like, yeah, no, this is bullshit. Hey, I don't care about the money. I don't care about the contract. I'm here to fucking play football and win
I
championships.
see him saying something, but I could see him saying it more behind closed doors, and I could see Debo.
He would start with that. He would start because even last night, like after the loss, one of the things that he kind of did mention, he was like, we need to get deeper into our playbook.
Okay.
He said the same thing that I was saying on stream. The same thing. What's crazy is that in the post game like locker room interviews, everything that I was saying on stream, the boys went on and said it as well. So clearly it is we need to figure out how we all can eat and have fun here. Jaden barely fucking ran last night.
No,
there were not enough design runs for Jaden.
I think I missed the whole first quarter because you can't rewind or record freaking Amazon. So I missed the first quarter.
Cliff was very conservative. It was very, very conservative play calling. It was very
I think of the game that I saw one design play.
Yeah. During the first quarter, like there were situations like 4 and 5 like I know that we usually go for. That I know that Dan Quinn's like, yeah, we're doing that. We did it. Like we didn't. I'm gonna keep it real. We did not let our nuts hang.
Next up, yeah, we're good.
I want to roll into the.
Bring it up.
I want to roll into the injury report. I'm doing this.
I'm going to your text.
That's exactly what I'm doing, actually. So I do want to go ahead and I want to help you guys navigate a couple of injuries. Some of these names I am going to read off are defensive names. They don't matter from the fantasy football perspective, but they may affect some of your bets and your parlays.
Yep.
Players ruled out for Sunday include J.C. Latham, T'Vondre Sweat, Brock Purdy, Chase Young, Julian Blackman, Trevor Penning, Nick Imawari, Joey Porter Jr., Deshaun Elliott, Derek Harmon, Josh Reynolds, Jay Tufele, Ed Oliver, which not great for the Bills. Christian Gonzalez, not great for the Patriots. Keon White, Darren Waller, New York's not going to use them anyways. Storm Duck, Austin Jackson, Benito Jones, not great. Deron Bland, Kyler Gordon, Michael Hall, Isaiah Likely, Patrick Richard, Dallas Goedert, Will Shipley, Jalen Royals, Chardavius Ward, Jalen Jones, Dre Greenlaw, Nate Atkins, Christian Darrisaw, Andrew Van Ginkel, and Jeff Okudah. The major ones that we are really going to key in on here are going to be the Brock Purdy. I've been helping you guys navigate the George Kittle all over the fucking place. If you haven't been listening to me and you haven't fucking grabbed Britton,
let's just start at Brock and then we'll go from there.
What are your thoughts on this, bro?
Luckily, they're playing the Saints. That's a major thought.
It's still Mac.
No. I know it's still Mac and Jones. I still know it's mac and cheese, but I'd rather, if you had to play, a lot of us do play in Superflex. If I had to play mac and cheese in Superflex, am I going to love it? No, but I would take the risk because he's going to get the dump off.
I didn't read that name, but yes, Moody as well.
They're going to get dump offs. He's going to dump it off to CMC.
Moody's
that he's going. They're going to target the shit out of Ricky Pearsall. I even saw some people say to pick up the tight ends as low ends just because of their
there's no Kittle. Just because there's no Kittle.
Well, just because they're a rookie, just like they're a rookie's best friend, they're going to be a freaking backup's best friend. I obviously don't want to play him, but if I had to, in Superflex, I am playing him. I have him in a league that he was on my bench, and I am playing in Superflex. Luckily, I got Joe Burrow as my number 1, and then I got him as my super flex this week.
I want to look at the line real fast because to me that's important.
I think I have it up. I can get it up in a second.
This is all right. Oh, okay. So we're at 40.5 fucking points in this game. Oh,
yep,
God,
that's my point. It's him against Spencer Rattler.
Ain't nobody scoring shit.
Can I give? Oh no, I'm gonna wait.
166 is way too high on the line for Mac Jones being the quarterback. 166 is way too high on the line.
I just don't think that's adjusted.
It's bro. This is live. This is a live line.
No, I know, but I'm saying the money hasn't adjusted to adjust the line.
Yeah. The smart money,
the money hasn't come in to adjust it. That ain't going to be at 166 by the time it happens.
3-point spread with 40.5. Oh my God. Oh, that's ugly. Oh, that's ugly.
Hint, hint. We're talking about that later in the show.
The math on that is fucked. All right. Luckily, my brain is still in numbers mode because we're still on the clock here at work. I don't have the same vote of confidence in Mac Jones that others do. In regards to if you had Glock Purdy,
yeah,
I know a few people that did.
I did.
You're in a situation where if you played late QB, if that was your strategy, which is likely how Brock Purdy could have maybe been the starter, or maybe even, for your fantasy football team, this is now when you're trusting in probably a fucking JJ McCarthy, who didn't look good for 3 fucking quarters of football, but then really turned it on in the fourth quarter. Whoa. You're praying that he can be consistent for a full 4. This is now where, if you were lucky enough to playing that late QB strategy that Justin Fields also fell in your lap, you need to run him out. If someone like Caleb, Bryce, or the likes of those are some of your other options, you chose to ride with that strategy.
Well, here's
you're hanging on for fucking dear life.
So for ECR, here is 18 through 24 for ECR. 18 through 24 for ECR right now on Fantasy Pros is Jared Goff, CJ Stroud, Michael Penix, Geno Smith, Aaron Rodgers, Daniel Jones, and Matthew Stafford.
All would start over Mac Jones for me.
They have Mac Jones at 31. I don't think ECR has been updated. I don't think most of the rankers probably have updated enough to do it. But right now, the only one they have behind Mac Jones, take a guess.
AR.
No, because AR is not starting. There's only one starter behind Mac.
One starter, Tua?
The reason the game's at 40.5, Spencer Rattler.
Holy shit.
So this game has the 2 lowest.
Yo, I just threw so much shade at Tua just then. Damn, that was mean.
Let's see where they have Tua. Hold on.
Tua, I still want to. We could still talk.
They have Tua at 26. The only ones behind Tua are Joe Flacco, Sam Darnold, Cam Ward, Wilson, and the 2 that I just brought up.
That's some sad shit.
Yeah, it is. So we're good there. The one that one of the ones that, let's see who else is on this list that we need to talk about.
Bro, imagine your backup in this situation if you lost Purdy is Tua. Oh my gosh.
I'd almost be okay with Bryce over Tua.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So one that I want to bring up because it was a very late.
I don't know if Mac Jones is gonna be able to do what we think that. I think that the Kyle Shanahan looks the Kyle Shanahan system looks busted underneath Mac Jones.
Yeah, I think so too. So the one injury that
you'd have to severely scale the playbook back. Like we're talking like you're practically running a fucking D2 college playbook.
So one injury that I want to bring up for two reasons. One, it was really late in the week after it got brought up even as a questionable after waivers had already ran in most leagues. Dallas Goedert. That was a really late injury. That's a bummer. It's shitty. But here's the other reason I want to bring it up. Most of the time that Dallas Goedert has been out of the lineup in the past 2 years, Devonta Smith eats.
Smith eats.
Even though this hurts Goedert, I've had Goedert in 2 leagues. Mind you, I'm in way too many goddamn leagues.
Same.
I have him in a dynasty league that I have to start Pat Freiermuth now. But I also have other leagues that I have Devonta in, and they were bumming me out. So now that Goddard's out, even though I have to play Pat Freiermuth, now I can play Devonta Smith, and I feel with that happening, Devonta gets a tick up, even if the tight end situation is not the way it is. You want me to keep going? All right. So you got that. Okay, go.
You're good.
I was trying to fill.
You're good. You're good. In the Dallas Goedert situation, if I have lost Dallas Goedert, one, I'm hoping that in a situation where I had lost Dallas Goedert, I had luckily, because I was like kind of suspecting that the injury was going to happen, played Zach Ertz. In another team, I had played Tucker Kraft last night. So
hey, I know someone that was still able to get Juwan Johnson.
Look, hey, smart fantasy football. This becomes a situation where I am willing to run the experiment of like Kyle Pitts is for some reason being like added and dropped everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
I am definitely getting Strange for some change. Let me get Britton. Let me get Britton Strange. I think that he finds the end zone this week. I'm actually going to end up putting him on a parlay this week. Harold Fannin, I'm willing to run that experiment. I am willing to run that experiment.
Oh, can we just talk about Harold? Can we talk about Harold Fannin for a sec?
We sure can.
So, I am not saying Harold Fannin is the greatest tight end ever. That's not what I'm saying. But they are starting to run Harold Fannin and
Njoku
in the same style as Aaron Hernandez and Gronk, where they're playing one more in the slot and they're still getting both involved because they do have talent. They do have wide receivers, but they're not 3-4 deep at wideout. They're using them instead. I do think that they are both fantasy viable, and I would feel comfortable this week playing both. Even though they're playing
I agree with you. I agree with you. I agree with you there. That's how I would navigate the Dallas Goedert situation. Relying on waivers, we'll slide one of those options in. I think those are the most viable options that you could probably go out get off of waivers. I've said it all week. And then some weeks, you're still going to be able to go and get those guys because it's only been 1 week of football. So not every person's team in your league is decimated. Not every person in your team is, let alone exercising waivers right now. Because I know there's a lot of leagues where I did it. Where I was like, I'm not dropping no one right now.
So another injury that's not on that list because he has not been ruled out that I think we need to bring up because it's also on an island game. So it's hard to might not know until too late to play someone. If Michael Mayer is available in your league,
yes, go get him.
Go pick him up because if Bowers is out, you just plug him straight in because as soon as Bowers was out of that game, Mayer started getting
Mayer went off. Mayer went off.
So, I mean, I'm thinking about, and there's a chance that Mayer's viable even if because Brock Bowers might not be 100%. There's a league that Robbie knows about because he's in the league, that it's a 2 tight end start league.
Yep.
I might be starting Michael Mayer anyway.
No, definitely a viable start. And I could honestly see the Raiders following what happened in week 1 being like, oh shit, even when Bowers is back, we know exactly how to utilize both of you and how to deploy both of you. I think honestly it even helps Ashton Genty as well, having both of those gentlemen on the show.
Hands down.
So I'm all in on what Michael Mayer can become even with Bowers back healthy. Is there anything else on that injury report that like you feel like you really want?
No, I mean the only thing I will bring up, just because it did get turned into doubtful instead of questionable, they made Xavier Worthy doubtful. I didn't think he was going to play, so but they kept him as questionable all week, and I'm like, come on, just put him at doubtful and call it a day. They finally did today after practice, so he's at doubtful. He ain't playing.
Exactly.
We don't need to talk. I just wanted to make sure that everyone knew that the tag was changed.
There is one injury that I do want to bring up.
Okay.
Deron Bland going down for Dallas on the defensive side makes things 10 times worse for them.
But they're still going to beat freaking Taco's team.
Yes, they still have a whole fucking season to play. It's not looking well in Dallas right now. So Jerry, you prideful fuck, you get what you deserve for how you treated Micah. Did
you watch the post game when they were chanting "Thank you, Jerry"?
Yeah. Thornton 2 catches, 110 incoming.
That's fine. I'll take it.
Let's go ahead. We want to switch it up. There is a lot of football to talk, but there is a big fight on Netflix this weekend.
Let me get my stretches in. Right hook, left hook, straight jab.
Canelo, Crawford, Canelo, the A side in this. Obviously, Crawford having to make that weight jump.
God damn, he looked big.
But he
looked good, but he didn't look great. And he looked good, but you can tell that's not natural. Not saying that, but that's not what he would like. You can tell
TRT.
No, but you could just tell that he had to put extra. You could tell he was like an actor in a movie trying to put a little bit of extra weight on.
Bro, I'm excited. I'm stoked. I'm not going to reveal my pick yet. What I will kind of to build it up, before we get into picks. This might be the fight of a generation.
I will say this. I disagree with you. Here's why I disagree with you. I would hear me out. I love the matchup, and I want it to be that. This is that sense of, in my opinion, Pacquiao Mayweather, where it happened a little too late.
I don't think that this is too late. I don't feel like that this is too late.
I think it's a couple years. I think it's a couple years too late.
They are, in all honesty, they could have pushed it off and not even done it as soon as this soon.
And I would have been pissed.
Yeah. I'm surprised that we're getting this soon. Well, keeping it completely fucking real.
How old is he?
Canelo's about done. This is probably going to be Canelo's.
So Bud's
Especially if
37.
Canelo loses, I could see it. Like being not watching. I got Rob Front and Dave Martinez. I think Crawford is the better boxer. Canelo it is a can cruncher.
So
Diego
Bud's,
Lopez versus Silva will be more
Bud's
entertaining.
Bud is 37. Canelo's 35.
So it's perfect. And Bud is in his prime right now. Like Bud is like in his prime right now. Bud has not lost a step.
No.
Canelo, I feel like you might be able to argue, especially some of his recent fights over like the last 2-3 years, you might be able to argue so I think you might be losing a step there. Like Saunders was getting his shit off against Canelo for a hot minute. I think it's going to be an interesting fight. I think this is probably the toughest matchup that Canelo has had to deal with in a long fucking time.
I would 1,000% agree with you on that.
Which is why. Let me take a look at DraftKings.
I have it up. I have it up right now. I have it. Don't give it a take. So the odds are minus 175 for Canelo, plus 140 for Bud.
I want to see the rounds. I might get spicy on this motherfucker.
Total rounds or win in what round? Which one do you want? So total rounds. Well, if you vote just on total rounds, under 10.5 rounds is plus 300. Over 10.5 rounds is minus 475. Canelo by KO is 380. Canelo by KO, TKO is 380. Canelo by decision is 125. Crawford by KO is plus 850. Crawford by decision is plus 210.
Bivol is definitely not tougher. Eighth round.
Oh, you got eighth round?
Give me eighth round.
Oh, God, I know where you're going. I already know where you're going.
Mama said knock you out. Oh, I'm gonna knock you out. Oh, Mama said knock you out. Oh, I'm gonna knock you out. Crawford in the eighth round. Down goes Canelo. Down goes Canelo. Let's fucking go.
It's not
Crawford,
happening.
8th round knockout, drops Canelo.
So
Canelo has already been dropped before then. That will be the knockout.
I'll say this. If you're right, I would jump up screaming in enjoyment. But I don't see him knocking out Canelo. I see him winning the fight, but I think it's going to go to decision.
Not happening. It'll be a boring decision. If the fight goes to decision, Canelo to win. USA. I am taking Crawford to absolutely dominate.
I would love to.
I think Crawford puts on a clinic. Crawford ain't afraid of shit. Crawford don't back down from nothing. Crawford's always. This is going to be, like I said, this is going to be the fight of a generation. This fight is going to feed families.
You know who needs this fight to feed families?
Crawford fans.
Nope. And not Canelo fans.
No.
After the Jake Paul frickin' Mike Tyson fiasco, Netflix
does need it. Boxing in general
But I'm just saying, if Netflix really wants to get into the live sports market, the Jake Paul Tyson was not the way to handle it. So they need a redemption. And this is, I know it's not real sports. So I know it's not real sports, but I am still going to bring it up. They're doing a good job with WWE. But if they're going to turn into live,
but ESPN's now going to be getting that, right?
Yeah, but Netflix is going to. ESPN is getting the pay-per-views, but Netflix is keeping Monday Night Raw.
Okay. Good.
And it's fine. But I'm just saying, that is a live event that they're actually doing really good with. But if they're going to try to do more sports and eventually, yes, they have the Christmas game for you. They have the Christmas game. No, who has a Christmas game? Yeah,
for NFL.
They have the Christmas game for NFL. If they're going to try to do more stuff like that, and actually, they said possibly try to win one of like the island games, like, maybe Sunday night or something like that, try to win that. They need stuff like this to start happening so they can get a better reputation with those bigger leagues. Otherwise, Amazon and other companies like that are going to keep going and keep winning.
Those companies are going to win. Those companies are going to win the war, like the bidding war for damn sure. Let's see here. So bring out. Dana put his boy Walsh in the co-main. He's definitely winning. Shout out to fat ass Kevin Gasol, missing weight by 5 pounds.
Got a dumb asshole.
Wow. It's for a vet like Gasol.
He weighed in at 191.
Sorry, it's not a motherfucker.
He weighed in at 191.
Yeah, that's wild. 191 is wild. We got plenty of more action on the other side of the show. A lot more to talk about. We're gonna go ahead and get into a music video really quick.
Yep.
And
I'm gonna
roll a commercial.
I'm gonna refuel and be right back.
Exactly.
No pressure. Hey, come take a trip with me, little babe. Take a trip with me. I said, take a trip with me. I said, take a trip with me. I said, take a trip with me, little babe. No pressure. Hey, take a trip with me, little babe. No liquor, we shopping when we land. ATL to MIA, come put your feet up in the sand. I almost gave up 1,000 times, I had to stick to the plan. Hey, fuck that, we finna figure this out. Why these niggas tryna box me out? Hey, rest in peace, the flipper. Yeah, you know I'm on the paper route. My third eye open for them niggas who tryna snake me out. I know these niggas watching, I'm driving home, I'm taking a different route. I'ma run that set so bad, I'ma make these niggas won't kill me now. Hey, they ain't picture me like this. BS on my neck and wrist. Hey, shout out to T Grizzly, you know we do this shit with no effort, bitch. Hey, you know it's no pressure word. I need me a no pressure, bitch. I beat a nigga ass like Rocky and Riri on my bucket list. Hey, I'ma go get that money. I'ma go get a bag. I'ma go get that money, my nigga. I'ma go get a bag. I'm pulling up with my brothers, we back to back, we paper tag. I'm thumbing through them blues, I'm riding around the city, I'm bumping sad, bitch. I'ma go get that money. I'ma go get a bag. I'ma go get that money, my nigga. I'ma go get a bag. I'm pulling up with my brothers, we back to back, we paper tag. I'm thumbing through them blues, I'm riding around the city, I'm bumping sad, bitch.
I'ma go get that money. If I don't, it's still gon' come to me. Lowe's in the living room, right now I don't want no company. Still with my day ones, how it started, like it's supposed to be. Trap nigga, pull up serving bowls, bumping Jodeci. I pull up that, Reebok got that. No, this ain't baby, but 4 pockets fat. Buy this no pressure shit, I'm dying, bitch, I'm sliding by this shit. You want the recipe, get you a brick of shit, get rich. I got a rollie on my wrist, I'm chasing pay, can't chase no bitch. Top of the top, I'm up early, I'm working hard, I'm getting rich. A marathon for that paper, I'm bumping sad, I'm bumping nil. I'm pouring double cups of red, little bitch, but you know I'm a crip, no pressure.
Ain't no pressure, big business. Kill them all, leave no witness. Pockets filled with blue, rest in peace, dog, rest in penis. And lil' bae, she fuck with a kid, she say that she gon' try heal me. Pouring juice in double cups when I get in my feelings, no pressure. Hey, I'ma go get that money. I'ma go get a bag. I'ma go get that money, my nigga. I'ma go get a bag. I'm pulling up with my brothers, we back to back, we paper tag. I'm thumbing through them blues, I'm riding around the city, city, I'm bumping sad, bitch. I'ma go get that money. I'ma go get a bag. I'ma go get that money, my nigga. I'ma go get a bag. I'm pulling up with my brothers. We back to back, we paper tag. I'm thumbing through them blues. I'm riding around the city, I'm bumping sad, bitch.
What is good, ladies and gentlemen? It is your boy El Capitan Robbie J of the Rumboyz Fantasy Sports Network here at the NFL Players Association 2019 Rookie Premiere with Nate Bosa, with my co-host Ty Boogie, all the Rumboys and girls out there tuning in. We are sitting down with the number one draft pick, the one and only Kyler Murray, Dwayne Haskins, Hollywood, with Drew Lock, no other than Andy Isabella, Miles Boykin. We are sitting with Benny Snell Jr., Easton Stick, Bryce Love, UGA's own, the big dog of the Bulldogs, Riley Ridley.
How you doing?
It's Friday. We all got jobs. We got an interview to do. National championship winner, NFL draftee, TJ Hawkinson, Iowa Hawkeyes. What is good, brother?
Hey, it's good to be here.
Hey, welcome. ACCR, right?
Oh, you already know.
Hail to the Redskins.
I gotta ask, you're gonna play the Browns? Like, are you gonna burn them again? What you think you do? I mean,
I think the media put us against each other. I like them so.
You're friends.
We were in a hot tub time machine, bro.
Man, he's cool. He plays video games just like me. That's what he really do.
Gotta find something besides-
For me, be able to break the all-time rushing leader in 3 years. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the UK O-line, man. Y'all did that.
When you wake up in the morning, you don't want to have to feel like you're doing work.
Exactly.
You want to feel blessed and excited to do what you're doing day in and day out. And I can truly say that.
As always, ladies and gentlemen, cheers to me. Cheers to you, all the Rum Boys and girls. What it do? Dilly Dilly. That was live, man.
And we are back. Welcome back to the Rumboyz Fantasy Network. Make sure that you guys like, comment, and subscribe. We greatly appreciate you. What up, Nirvan? What up? What up? What's good? What's good? What's the song? Hey, that's my homie CEO, okay? Shout out to the homies over there. No pressure, man. They doing it down there, out there in Atlanta, Georgia. That song is Take a Trip. No, I think that is Take a Trip. Yeah, the Colorado defense is not great. Yeah, the Buffs. It's a clear difference from quarterback.
All that, and then
the defense is ass.
I also know that, I mean, not saying that all 5 stars, whatever, but this quarterback for Houston was the one of the top.
Yeah,
it's Connor Wegman that was at Texas A&M.
Yeah, we all know that he fucking ball already last year. Let's go ahead. Speaking of, that's one hell of a way to fucking segue. Yeah, the defense was always fucking ass. Swiss cheese. Speaking of college football, ladies and gentlemen, it's time. College football back. Ladies and gentlemen, I have like just re-fallen in love, I guess you could so to speak. Like with college ball. I blame NIL. Like now knowing that like they're like getting they're getting their bag and it's not like under the table. It's like I feel so much better supporting this product now. How do you want to start? How do you want to start?
What do you want to talk about? You want an actual bet, or we just want to talk about games?
I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna do a 5 pick, but Clemson, Georgia Tech.
Okay.
Clemson, Georgia Tech. What are your thoughts? Clemson?
I don't.
Favorite.
I don't understand how that's only a 2.5 spread.
With a fucking plus 120 dog in GT.
I'm taking Clemson.
I mean, obviously, I would say take Clemson. I think that's the books trying to bait everyone just because, you know, at the end of the day, Dabo's Dabo. Like Dabo's like one of the highest tenure coaches in the fucking game.
I mean,
you know?
yes, they have Keen, and yes, they have the running back. I can't think of his name. He's good, but no, Georgia.
Yeah.
I mean, no Georgia Tech. This is Clemson.
Yeah, no Georgia Tech. Like, I'm not fucking. I can't picture a universe where I'm like, this GT team is for real. If Georgia Tech beats Clemson this weekend, that's when I'm like, this team is fucking for real. There's other teams that I think that can go out there and pull out some upsets this weekend that I'll kind of, you know, talk about later. I'm rocking Clemson on that one.
Mm-hmm.
The only way to play that though is the spread. That's the only way that you're getting juice.
Yeah, that is the only way, and I'm comfortable doing so.
Yeah, more than comfortable. Don't give a fuck about Oklahoma Temple because Oklahoma's gonna run fucking shot. I kind of want to do Memphis Troy, but I'll play.
What about Georgia? Let's just talk about Georgia Tennessee.
Yeah, that one was going to be on here, but yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna just jump straight down that one. Georgia Tennessee dogs at plus 150. Something feels different about Tennessee.
In a good way.
In a good way. Yes, in a good way.
Is that because Nico's not there?
I think that has a lot to do with me.
Okay, so let me have a little bit of a soapbox on this. Because I'm starting to agree with you. I am not saying that UCLA is a great program. I am a UCLA fan for people that don't know that. But here's why I'm going to go on a soapbox. We brought in Nico to resurrect the quarterback position at UCLA under Deshaun Foster's first year as a head coach after being our first real because last year he was, but yeah, last year he couldn't do it because of Chip Kelly. Just leave. But here's the thing. The quarterback that was supposed to be our starter after we brought Nico and his brother in is now the starter where, Robbie?
Nico's brother is a starter at...
No. Nico's brother is his backup. So Nico and his brother came to UCLA. We got a transfer, and then he left UCLA after we brought in Nico. Where did that transfer end up transferring again to?
See, I did not hear the second part. Tennessee?
He is now the starter of Tennessee. So we literally traded quarterbacks, and now Tennessee is the shit. So I'm starting to think that it is a Nico issue. Do I think Tennessee's going to beat Georgia? I don't, but I do think it's going to be a good game. They could. Can Joey Aguilar deal with the pressure?
And that's where it's tough. And then that's where I worry. Playing on the West Coast is drastically fucking different than playing in the SEC. My heart.
Well, he came from Appalachian State.
Hey, my heart wants to take Tennessee. Yeah, the Georgia YNs, they out there for real. My heart wants to take Tennessee. The smart thing is Georgia. The problem is that I don't know. I could see this being I can see a 1-point game.
Yeah.
But I don't have the confidence to smash the +4 on Tennessee. Because as much as I can envision this coming down to the fucking wire like that, is equally as much as I can see this being no more than a one score game. I do not think that Tennessee just gets flat out fucking embarrassed. Like, I'm not going to say that, oh, Tennessee just gets washed. We're looking at a possession game. If the number was 7, I'd be like Tennessee covers 7.
Yes, I agree.
4.
It could be a 6-point game. It could easily be a 6-point game.
It just as much as it can easily be Tennessee cover 4. So I am going to just go smart choice, Georgia money line. I don't have enough confidence to take the spread. I just don't. And the over-under at 50.5 is a fucking trap and a half, because it's the same thing that I just talked about with the spread. It goes either way with those two teams on the over-under. Defense can easily be imposed just as much as defense can go the fuck out the window.
Mm-hmm.
Pittsburgh, West Virginia is at 7.5.
Who's favored?
Pitt.
Okay.
I'll stay away.
Stay away because there's other games you can play.
Exactly. Other that I can play, I don't. The only way that I'd be willing to play that be just based off of how, like, you can't take money line either way, like, unless you have conviction in West Virginia. So it's just like, fuck it. Like I'm not going to get caught in the trap with the spread in that one.
Yeah. What about Texas A&M 6.5-point dogs to Notre Dame?
$6.5 dogs is insane work.
50.5 over under. Texas A&M is plus 200 on the money line, and Notre Dame is minus 245.
What did you say the over under was again?
50.5.
Fucking drunk.
At Notre
Not
Dame.
me, but them.
Yeah, I know. I know what you meant.
I'm sorry, but it is. It's gonna be Notre Dame in that. It's gonna be Notre Dame at home,
and they have to win because they already lost to Miami.
Miami, exactly.
So here's one that I'm interested in your take. I'm interested in your take in 2, so I'm going to bring up the next 2 games.
I think I
They're
already know
both conference games. The first one that I'm going to bring up, LSU is a -7 favorite.
I knew it.
To Florida after Florida last week lost to South Florida. That spread is 7. The over-under is 47.5.
I think the over is definitely in play.
Florida is plus 230. LSU is minus 285.
I think the over is definitely in play in that one. 47.5 for those two teams, I feel like is just a little low. I feel like the books are being generous with that one.
I agree.
For those two teams. And I feel like that's probably the smart way to play that. You're not getting anything taking LSU.
Mm-mm.
I don't think that Florida fucks with LSU, keeping it real.
I don't either.
Okay,
so one thing I want to bring up before I bring up the other game. Houston just had the possession of the ball in the third quarter for 12 minutes and 46 seconds. Colorado only had the ball for 2 minutes. That's nuts. So the next game that I want to bring up, and Robbie, you're right. You already know where I'm going with this, but I don't care. Vanderbilt is a +3 underdog to South Carolina. Your favorite, Lenora Sellers, is a -3 favorite to Vandy at home. Where are you going with this? Because I have an opinion.
Vandy's nasty right now.
I'm still taking the Gamecocks.
I can only play South Carolina money line here.
I'm riding Beamer.
Yep. I'm only taking the money line here.
It's 3.
Exactly. It's 3. It's not as risky as it could be, but you know, I'll take the 3. I'm taking South Carolina there. Sellers is he's looking like a Heisman candidate, bro. I mean, what the fuck do you want me to say?
He is, but the team needs to back him up to do it.
Okay. I'm trying to see if there's like one more. Where is this? Because doesn't South Florida fucking?
I can look it up. I forget who they're.
They play Miami.
Oh shit, they do.
Bro, yeah. Don't worry, chat. We got you. I knew that there was one that I was missing that I wanted.
I did too. I just had the tab over in the my tab was in top 25.
Post breakup, Carson Beck, 17.5 dogs for the Bulls.
I'm taking it.
I'm fucking so taking it.
I'm taking it.
I'm so taking it. They're playing damn good football right now. They're playing damn good football. Like, I want in on this action.
We're taking it.
I want in on this action with the Bulls. Should I review my picks?
Yep.
7-legger.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, it's gonna be an 8-legger because I'm gonna toss Crawford. I'm gonna toss Crawford on here.
Of course you are.
Oh man, I might as well. If I'm a sweat, I might as well make it a sweat. All right. So here's what we're working with. Because I threw Crawford on there, but I'm only gonna go over the college football part. Clemson, 2.5. Georgia, money line. Virginia Tech, 5.5. We're playing ODU.
Mm-hmm.
Like, come on now. Hang on, I gotta reload it because I just logged in. I also see if I can boost this shit. Notre Dame money line over 47.5. Florida, LSU, South Carolina. I'm sorry, -3. South Florida plus 17.5, and then of course Terrence Crawford on the money line. Without me boosting anything, 5 wins, 634, 13 cents. That's without me utilizing a boost.
Okay.
Let's see here. Hold up. Little college football stepped up parlay booster right there. Let's go ahead and let's see what we get going here. Hang on. It's only going to give me the 20% boost. I thought I got the stepped up too. I could have sworn. Oh, that's fucking bullshit. Oh, well. All right, so we're just going to lay our 5 for the 634. Put Rob Font on there. Just for you, Leafs. Just for you, I will add Rob Font. So because I had now added Rob Font, it changes to 5 for $1,185.56. So 5 to bring back a grand on a 9-legger. You said Rob Font's gonna bust the lay. Fuck it, let me take that shit off. Ain't doing it. All right. Next topic. Want to go ahead and just give me 1 second. Let's roll through some NFL game day picks. All right. NFL game day picks. Should we do it? What we got? Was it 13 games?
12.
12.
There's a double header on Monday night.
Yep. I get 6. You get 6.
We can do it that way. Let's go through. Let's do every other, and then each of us gives a best bet. How's this? We'll go through. We'll do all the games. We can do Monday night if we could do all.
Yeah, we're gonna do all. Fuck it, we're just gonna do all.
So we'll be 15. We'll go every other, and then we get to pick one that the other guy picked to give a take or a bet if we want.
Bet.
Okay, so I'll start off. I can run them down if you want. I have them all up. So I'll have you start. Buffalo is a 6.5 point favorite at the Jets. 47.5 point over under.
I almost want to take the Jets to cover.
I almost do too, but I don't know if I have the nuts.
I feel like I do, just given the fact that it's only 2 weeks of football, so I don't think that we're going to see that dominant Buffalo. I think Buffalo still wins.
I want to see what Justin Fields has.
I want to see what Justin Fields has. It's a divisional game. This Jets team feels a little different.
Okay.
I want to take the Jets to cover.
Okay. Giants are at 4.5 point underdog to the Cowboys. I'm taking the Cowboys on this. I don't care. Cowboys minus 4.5. Over under is 44.5. Okay, next game. Oh God.
I'm gonna take Dallas there with you.
Okay.
I'm not going to.
Cleveland Browns against the Baltimore Ravens. 45.5 point over under with the whopping minus 11.5 point favorite for the Baltimore Ravens.
Baltimore 11.5.
Okay. I'm not laughing at the fact that you're taking the 11.5. I'm laughing at the fact that not me and you have brought this up, that not very often you get a double-digit favorite in the NFL, and it's at 11.5, not 10.5.
Like here,
I know it's Fluco.
Yeah, it's Flacco. I mean, Cleveland just even when the game was in their grass last week, like they still let it slip. And I'm sorry, but Baltimore isn't even going to let you have this within your grasp.
Mm-hmm.
You have to play 4 quarters against Baltimore. Good luck.
Yeah, seriously.
It's going to be the longest fucking 60 minutes of football for Cleveland. With that Baltimore team, oh gosh.
Derrick Henry's going to run the ball down their throat. The Rams at Tennessee. The Rams are a 5.5 point favorite And the over-under is at 41.5. I don't like this game. This is a game that I'm probably staying away from if I am actually betting, because for the Rams, it's a minus 230, but I don't trust them on the spread either at minus 5.5 because Tennessee.
I do because it's Tennessee.
Even at home?
Even at home.
Do you trust the Rams? Didn't play that good against freaking the Texans.
It's Tennessee.
Okay. All right. It's perfect that you have this game because you like both teams. Not as much as Taco likes one of them. Jacksonville Jaguars at the Cincinnati Bengals. Cincinnati is a 3.5-point favorite, and it's a 49.5-point over-under.
Give me the over. The defense for Jacksonville is still getting it together. And Cincinnati has no defense.
And I think Joe Burrow is going to have a day.
I think Joe Burrow is absolutely going to have a day, but his defense isn't because
I know. No, I think it's going to be a high-scoring game.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be, like you said, the over-under I'd take in a second. I'd take the over in a minute. All right. We have talked about this matchup for months in the sense of we don't know what's going to happen when someone has to play his former team. Chicago Bears with the head coach of Ben Johnson travels to Detroit after a tough choke job on Monday night. Detroit is a 6.5-point favorite, 46.5-point spread. Give me Detroit.
You're taking Detroit money line, or you're taking the spread?
I'm taking them on the spread.
I'm taking Detroit on the spread as well because, one, you need to bounce back after last week against the
exactly.
Packers.
I think they win by a touchdown.
Yep. 3, it's not a knock on Ben Johnson, but that personnel that he has to work with is not fucking great.
No. All right, Robbie.
I'm gonna be honest. That shit's gonna implode. That locker room's going to implode.
Yeah, I think something's gonna happen. San Francisco at the Saints. Niners are minus 3, 40.5, like we mentioned earlier. Robbie?
Given the injury of Brock Purdy, I don't trust the spread, but I do still trust the money line because I think they can squeak it out by one. I think it's a situation where, okay, we got the ball back. Let's march down. Let's score. Okay, it's tied up. We need to go ahead and just get out of here with the win. Let's kick the field goal, and now we got it. I could very well see that within the works for the 49ers. So the chat's comments earlier, we find out if the Kyle Shanahan is really just like QB proof. I think that it's just they mitigate risk and keep it conservative enough to squeak by and get a win. I don't think there's going to be fantastic football in that game. The money line is the only way to play that.
So this game is not going to be fantastic, but this is my upset of the week. Saints on the money line.
I don't mind that. I do not mind that.
Seahawks at Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's minus 3. After what we saw last week, this is interesting because you saw Aaron Rodgers actually look halfway normal against.
He looked happy.
Huh?
He looked happy.
But he looked good against a defense that we thought was going to be good against him. And I don't know what I feel about Seahawks defense. Pittsburgh's defense should be good. They weren't last week, so this is going to be the chance to see what Pittsburgh Steelers defense we really have. I think the Steelers win this one.
Steelers have all the pieces on all 3 phases of the ball. The Seahawks need to figure out the rest of that, how ball movement is going to work with the rest of those skill positions. I love JSN. I love it for fantasy. You cannot be out targeting the rest of the entire pass catching group. The entire pass catching group.
Let it happen. Let it happen.
I mean, for fantasy, let it happen.
You're not going to win that way.
Yeah, you're not going to fucking win real NFL games that way. And then Charbonnet also taking over the K9 role.
Don't get me started on that.
Told you so.
I know, but don't get me started on that one.
I have to roll Pittsburgh here.
Right. I mean,
after the way that things were were against the Jets and how that spread came down to, I'm not trusting the 3. I'll just go the money line.
All right. So this next game, which is mine, I'm just going to preface by saying, because Robbie, unless he's paying attention to the website, he doesn't know the exact order I'm going in.
I'm watching. Yeah, I'm placing these in. I'm placing these in on the death parlay.
So just looking at this next game, you know how I feel because I've been saying this all summer. The Patriots at the Miami Dolphins, 43.5 over under, and the Dolphins are a 1.5 point favorite.
While having more drama than fucking Tyreek and his baby moms. They did have an interior meeting. They did call a meeting. A players only meeting.
Big whoop. Give me the Patriots. That's all I'm saying. Give me the Patriots.
I'm gonna tell you, give me Hendo for a TD.
Oh yeah. Okay, I'm actually interested in your opinion in this game. I am. Overall, Carolina at Arizona, 6.5 point favorites for Arizona, 44.5 point over unders.
Landry does lead the league in sacks currently right now. Carolina needs to figure it the fuck out. Arizona by 6.5 easy.
I'm more curious to see what because they did play New Orleans last week. I'm curious to see what I still don't know it's only week 1, so I know we haven't. But I'm interested to see who the real Arizona actually is in 2025.
Fair enough.
Denver, after a sloppy game against Cam Ward, is playing the Colts. Denver is a 2.5 point road favorite, 43.5 point spread. I think Denver D is going to give Daniel Jones a hard time. Yes, Jonathan Taylor is going to have an okay game, but I'm still taking the Denver Broncos. I'm taking them by 4, but it spreads 2.5, but I think they win by 4.
I like the call on the alternate. I am going to take them by 2.5. If you're confident by 4, then 2.5 is great. I don't think that right now, I think that this is with that particular game, you have to play that tonight.
Yes.
Otherwise, you're not getting a better number than 2.5 right now. This is as good as it's going to get. So I'm taking Denver 2.5.
All right. I'm giving you. Yeah. Okay. I know this one is your game, and I'm letting you have it. Philadelphia travels to Kansas City for a Super Bowl rematch. Philly is a 1.5 point favorite in Kansas City at a 46.5 points over under.
I think Philly utilizes this as a get right game for their receiving corps. So first, I want to point out that yes, you can both are deployable. And AJ Brown and Devontae Smith, especially with Dallas Goedert being out, so they're not going to be able to utilize the middle of the field the same way that they were able to last week. Saquon is still going to be Saquon at the end of the day. Hurts, you got to be careful flushing him out of the pocket, and I think the Kansas City Chiefs definitely know that. This team has figured out a way to go heads up against Spags and that defense. Give me Philly 1.5.
Okay. So Sunday night, we have Falcons at Minnesota, 44.5 over under, and the Vikings are a 3.5 point favorite with JJ McCarthy and Michael Penix matchup.
Yep.
The
receiving core for Atlanta's fucked.
They said they're playing.
Yeah, they did. They did say that they're. I'm so scared because of that.
They did say they're both playing.
But to what degree?
All I'm going to say is this.
Nobody leave on a fucking stretcher.
All I'm going to say is this. Who the fuck is Casey Washington? That's who they were throwing to in overtime? Not Darrell Hodge. Not freaking Kyle Pitts. Not Bijan Robinson. Not Tyler Algier.
Go ahead and say your pick, because I know what my pick on this game is going to be.
Mine's Minnesota.
Mine's Minnesota, too.
But here's the thing. I think it's actually going to be a dual threat. I think it's going to be Jordan Mason and Aaron Jones.
I'm with the shits. I'm with the
At
shit.
home opener. So we got 2 Monday night games.
At the bank, yeah, home opener at the bank. Cha-ching. Yeah, I'm with that. I'm gonna roll the money line just in case, because they're college rivals.
This one is very interesting to me. These both are, but this one's very interesting to me. Tampa Bay, Monday night, 4 o'clock at Houston, or 4 o'clock West Coast. 42.5 over under. 2.5 point favorite is the Houston Texans.
I don't know how often I'm going to be able to get the Bucks as dogs this season, especially if they go on the run that I think that they are capable of doing. Baker's a fucking dog, man. Baker's a dog. Give me Baker 2 fucking passing TDs and let me get that Bucks money line.
Okay. I am taking Bucks to win it. Here's the next one, last one of the week, a 10 o'clock East Coast start. Chargers, Raiders, 46.5 point over under. 3.5 point road favorite is the Chargers. I think Chargers. Simple.
I'm letting you take that one, and I'm gonna roll Chargers as well, and I am gonna take Chargers at 3. Justin Herbert's getting laid now.
That scares me.
Yeah, like he's playing ball, so.
And we know Harbaugh loves himself some Justin Herbert.
Mm-hmm. I'm just gonna. If the Raiders shock the world, they shock the world. 15 pick parlay.
I do think Genty still gets a touchdown.
15 pick parlay, $1 wins 12,188. Okay.
God damn it. Kiss that dollar goodbye.
Yo. Hey.
If you have I'm gonna end this.
5 wins 60,940.
I'm gonna end this segment by saying, if you have a gambling problem, 1-800-GAMBLER.
Yeah, but what?
Robbie, that was for you.
Right. Because fuck, I'm doing it, yo. Hey, imagine if that shit won, bro. If that shit fucking won. We hit a death parlay before, but it was like for like a return of like $200, and it was just because like that week, like all the favorites, I just so fucking happened to hit, and it's dog. Mike, I would call off work for like a fucking week if I netted 10K in a goddamn day.
Yeah, I'd find you a Blackhawk. I'd find you a Blackhawk.
Bro.
Tell me I'm wrong.
No, you're not wrong. Fuck, no, you're not wrong.
I'd find you a Blackhawk.
Bro, I mean, no, I wouldn't be at Blackhawk. I'd be at home, and you know exactly where I'd be if I smacked 12K in a day. Like, bro, I'd be at home in bed, not telling a fucking soul.
True.
Like I would be so low key. I'd be so low key. I'd be like, no one talk to me. No one talk to me. Like, please.
No, but you'd have to not be low key. You'd have to just act like your normal day.
Yeah, I would so keep it like I'd call off of work and I'd
just take a day off, but you'd have to act normal.
Yep, exactly. Like I'd have to process. There'd be some serious processing. Rank the best teams that'll bust the lay. Browns, Giants, Titans. They better not. No one better not, bro. Chat. We would lose if that would be the craziest stream in history. Like streamer fucking takes DraftKings for places $1 and gets 12K. Like that would be the craziest stream in history. That would go down as the wildest fucking stream in history. Straight up. Any fantasy notes that you want to touch on before we get out of here? Any must start just advice.
I'll say this: Devonta Smith being out of the top 24 in ECR would put him at a flex or a wide receiver 3. To me, he's a must play at wide receiver 2 this week. If you go down a little bit further, even though I do not like him, I can't play him yet. I need to see it one more week. I was going to say to play Keon Coleman, but I think I need to see one more week out of him, and I need to see one more week out of QJ. I do think Keenan Allen is startable. He's right outside WR3 range, but I do think he's going to be weekly startable. And pause, but I think Cashapp Booty is going to be a thing for the rest of the year.
I think I do as well. Despite missing weight, Gastalum will still go out there and win. I'll go ahead and I'll rattle these off. I would love to pick Rafa. Not going to. Just going to stay away from that fight. LaFont Martinez is just weird, but Font's probably going to lose. I'm going to go Martinez. And I'll go Silva over Lopez. And I'll say that one goes. Yeah. I would say under 4 rounds. I don't think that we get the full 5, but I don't think that it's under 2. I don't think that it's going to be under 3 rounds. Other than that, as for fantasy advice that I have, start Cedric Tillman because I think that he's going to be a thing. Brenton Strange is the tight end to go out there and start if you're dealing with an injury. I've been saying it all week. I'm going to keep saying it again. You can still go out there and trust your studs. Don't overreact. Then don't be surprised if QJ shows us the real QJ. Because players do weird Sammy Watkins things in week 1. Yeah. Don't be shocked at all.
That's why I said I need to see one more.
Yeah. Other than that, cheers to me. Cheers to you. And all the Rum boys and girls what to do. Dilly dilly. We love and appreciate you. We outie. Peace.